Megan. How you doing? Okay, so we are going to take a look at the requirements, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at typography and layout. So when I go through the list of requirements, I'm going to go off this little list that I have right here. But I just want you to know that I'm getting these requirements right over here from the Week 4 Assignment 4 Part 1 page, specifically from the instructions, the objectives, and the design requirements. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at your work, and we'll go through that checklist. All right, so the object itself must be dominant, which it is. So good job there. You might consider since the object that you're depicting is vertical in nature, you might consider a vertical orientation. A lot of times the orientation of a composition is predicated on the orientation of the main image within that composition. So this being horizontal in nature, you might consider a horizontal layout. Okay, the object must be shown with somebody using it or interacting with it. Well, we don't have that. Okay, there's no image of somebody interacting with the object. Must show an image which is the result of using the object. You have a nice clean kitchen there, so that's good. Must show at least 2 components. So we don't have components. What are components of this? I mean, you could show, well, I guess this could be considered, it could be the cleaning items, but we have to show 2 components. So basically, a component is part of the actual design, all right? So the component would be maybe the bottle, or the individual bottle, or the trigger, or the cap, or the nozzle, or this openness. But nonetheless, it has to be 2 components of the object. Must include a headline design in everyday life, which you've got. White background, asymmetrical, 7 by 15, or in this case 15 by 7, which is fine. Imagery must come in contact with the edge of the page somewhere twice. We don't have the images aren't coming in contact with the edge of the page anywhere. So your design must combine images that are in boxes as part of the background and cropped. So this is cropped, that's good. And these are in boxes, not necessarily backgrounds, but boxes, but borders. So the circle would count as that. So, okay. Full color, keep your image dominant, and you must use a grid. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the composition itself. Okay, right now I would like to see some typographic hierarchy. I'm sorry, some typographic variety. Right now you're using the same typeface in the headline as you are in the body copy. So we could create more additional visual engagement by creating typographic variety by maybe introducing a different typeface in the headline area than the body copy. In the body copy itself, it looks like you're using 2 spaces after periods. And remember, our list of 18, that's one that's on the list. So you use always 1 space after a period. Always, never 2 spaces. That's left over from typewriter days. That drive dash, that's good. Okay, it's using curly quotes, that's good. Okay, so you're using this as a proper name, and you've capitalized it, but so that's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah, so I think that the typography looks pretty good. Watch your regs. You want to adjust your regs. Okay, you've got that angle there, you've got that angle there. Okay, that's covered in the course announcements, how to adjust your regs. Okay. Watch your leading, your kerning in Design in Everyday Life. Remember, we spent 2 weeks on kerning, but I don't see kerning here. So you definitely want to apply your rules of kerning. I think, in general, I think it's pretty interesting layout. Now, one of the things I would recommend is right now, this color seems random. And the reason being is because it's not from the main image. The main image has this green. I would use that green. Right now, you're taking a color out of one of the supplementary or one of the additional images. I would recommend using this green for these leading lines right here. Also, the leading lines you might consider, if we take a look at alignment, and let me just grab my straight edge here. So we take that. Now, note that the leading lines are not aligned. I would consider aligning that. Don't even use that first circle. Just align the first circle with that left margin right there. Okay, this circle right here is an oval. That's a circle, that's a circle, that's an oval. You need consistency there. Now, you're borrowing this shape from the label, right? But the label's got a small red and then a small black stroke around that circle area. Might as well add that right there to add visual continuation, right? Um, the That's good. That's good. The captions. Remember, we need captions. We need at least we need captions. Well, these are captions. So yeah, we have captions covered. This caption right here looks like it's been distorted, and it I'm guessing if it is, and it just might be the way that the PDF is being rendered. But if it is being distorted, it's probably because you resized this once you placed it in the composition. If you're going to select and resize text, you select the text and you grab the corner bounding box and drag it with your mouse, right? You got to hold that shift key down to constrain the aspect ratio, the original proportions. You definitely want to take a look into that a little bit further. Okay, so other than that, I think you're set up pretty well. So you definitely want to make those adjustments and let me know if you have any questions at all. But I think it's a very good start, and I think it's one that has a lot of potential. So let's go ahead and address those missing requirements. Let's address those comments for typography and layout. And other than that, let me know if you have any questions at all. Okay, thank you very much.